Hello and welcome to my channel Dwell in Stillness, and I am that I am, which means I'm consciousness. I am an internationally certified life coach, inner transformation coach, and a conscious creation coach. Have been coaching people for more than a decade. By profession, I'm a brand consultant and I work closely with the corporate world. Okay, so that's about me. I've started a series of topics, which will help you in getting your desires manifested. Now, see, there are a lot of techniques available on the net, so it does not matter whatever technique you use, it's okay. My route is very clear. I do not propagate a specific timeline or a specific way to create an outcome. See, after learning from several failures, I am sharing the fundamental way for your manifestation to come into fruition. This is how I created. I finally chose the way of self-improvement. First, be a better person or be in a better form so that you will be in a sound and a calm place to visualize your desires. Why? Because see, when you are in a good place mentally, you give out very powerful energies to the universe. There will be less resistance, no confusion, less procrastination, and less contradictory thoughts. Because the universe catches upon every thought of yours and it delivers it to you in the same way. Today, I would like to touch upon the topic of self-pity. How many people pity themselves? I used to do it a lot since my childhood, and let me tell you how I have changed it. How do I look at it now? What causes self-pity? Let us start a retrospection of our lives. See, when we grow up, we get stressed for various reasons, such as a job, financial condition, not settling down with our lives, romantic breakups, gender relationship with others, etc. But what happens when we were small kids? These insecurities did not seep in then. So how did we develop it at an early age? Now, let me cite my own example. Now, why do I give my example? Is because I try to share my knowledge of what I went through and how I overcame it. I am just sharing my experience about how I changed my reality. As a kid, when I grew up, my parents always encouraged me to do the best in studies and also pursue other hobbies, such as drawing, sports, dance, music, etc. While doing this, some kids did better and they got all the appreciation and accolades. I did average, but it was okay to be average. Kids who did better deserved all the attention and appreciation. It felt really bad. I, along with other kids, went into a self-pity mode and we used to discuss amongst ourselves that how is that this kid is so good and we are not so good, we are less talented. See, even without understanding our own capability, we thought that it was okay to be average and we were not destined to be cleverer or talented as compared to the best and the smartest kids in school. Years passed by and this feeling sank deep into me. Even a small unpleasant situation happened and I turned into self-pity as that was my only solace. My thoughts were, it's okay to be unsuccessful, I am the unlucky one, I will lead a miserable life. These were my thoughts and I surrendered to this reality. I even went to such an extent that I would create imaginal scenes wherein I was pitied and sympathized by people. Okay, look at this poor guy, may God bless him. I thought that in order to realize what happiness was, there needed to be sorrow and I am that sorrow. It is like if you wanted to know the importance of light, there needs to be darkness and I was the darkness. So I would be happy feeling that people would give my example of sorrow. It was not happiness, it was grave self-pity, self-sabotaging self-pity. And this is what I had imagined. So this was a habit that I turned into. I felt, self-pity is a very good trait. At least I was not jealous of anyone. I had never had any hatred about anyone. No ill feeling towards others, but only self-pity. So I found out this to be a more humble trait in me. I used to construct hours of self-pity scenes, putting myself into any bad situation. And yes, I manifested some of these bad situations. And what I gathered was depression, despair, hopelessness, and emptiness. Years later, I took up a sales job, and this is where I got a break. It was initially tough, being into a sales profession as you have to make a pitch, present yourself and your product, and face rejection. But as you work, you get okay with it. Here is where I shunned my self pity image by getting more self worthy. People started respecting me and my work. I achieved my target and I got better. When people appreciated me, I felt good. But here is a caution: do not seek validation from others. It's okay to feel good when others appreciate, but it should also be okay when people do not appreciate you. See, people can be neutral, people can be indifferent. Seeking validation always can get you into a vicious cycle. Also, do not get demotivated if people criticize you or troll you. Just believe in yourself. So, what happens the next time you get feelings of self pity? Interrupt these thoughts and ask yourself this: am I not really good? Can one incident make me talentless? Are there not enough opportunities for me? These unpleasant things happen and it's a part of your life. You learn and you move on. Look, self pity maximizes victim mentality. It also encourages self isolation, and I have felt self isolation a lot of times. Self pity creates a negative feedback loop about one self, and it will reinforce and prolong if it is not controlled or stopped. So these negative thoughts play like a loop again and again, again and again, again and again in your mind. And believe me, you'll get stuck up in this situation for a long, long time. So what do? Practice mindfulness. Let random thoughts come and go, but consciously choose to create self-compassionate, self-worthy thoughts. Do not self-isolate yourself. Do not go into a shell. Show some love to yourself, pamper yourself, gift yourself a good t-shirt or dress or iPods or whatever. Be in a good place. See, coaching many people for years, I can assure you one thing: things do change. Good times will come. One day you will laugh at all the stupid thoughts that were hounding you, because you will be in a better place. But you have to work towards it and be mindful about your thoughts. So what are the key learnings from today's episode is: do not make self-pity your comfort zone. It's a self-sabotaging state. And dwell in stillness. Find your stillness. This is where you will find answers of all your questions, solution to all your problems, and you will be in peace with yourself. Bye. See you in the next video.